We are here at the 2025 National Annual Meeting with Richard Reeves, who just gave us a really nice, interesting talk about the important role that scouting plays in boys and young men. Thanks for joining us today. Appreciate it.
Yeah, great to be here.
You said something that was really interesting, I thought, earlier about the role that scout leaders can play as, I think you said, mental health professionals in disguise.
Mental health professionals in disguise.
Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, we see these huge mental health challenges for girls and boys, but for boys it's quite often, they find it a little bit difficult sometimes to talk about, especially if you stare them in the face in a therapy room. It turns out they're more comfortable talking shoulder to shoulder on a hike, like engaged in an activity, with whichever kind of men are around. So I think that's coaches, scout leaders, teachers, in this active way. And so I think that scouting creates a space where issues that we don't even have to label as mental health issues. We didn't always. That you could just say, when I was a scout leader, we'd say, you seem a little bit off. Is everything okay? You just chat, right? Because you're making some tent pegs or something, and you're just like, are you okay, right? And then I don't know, I had this thing with my mom, like. So I'm not suggesting for a moment that scout leaders have to become trained psychologists.
Right.
I'm just saying that this happens at all kinds of levels, and that we can create a safe place, particularly for boys and young men, to talk about how they're feeling.
Very interesting. One of the things that we always say in scouting is that you can't have scouting without outdoors. You know, we take kids outdoors all the time.
Yeah.
Do you think that outdoors can play a role in keeping young men healthy, physically, mentally, everything?
Yeah. I mean, to be clear, it's good for all young people and kids to get outside and exercise, but the evidence is also pretty strong. It's even more important for boys and young men. Like that physical activity, it is just harder on the average for boys and men to sit still.
Right.
And so regular physical activity, just getting out and engaging with nature and kind of getting competent in nature, I have absolutely no doubt that is crucial for the successful development of kind of boys and young men. It was crucial for me growing up as a scout. It was crucial for my boys growing up as cubs and scouts, and also the confidence that they get from doing that. And so I was able to let my own kids go off camping on their own, in the middle of nowhere, as young teenagers, because they were skilled at it. They knew what to do, and they were confident out there. And the confidence and excitement they got from that, from being able to go out into the elements, cook their own food, put up a tent when the rain came.
Yes, you mentioned the value of believing that you're good at something, right?
That's right.
Competence.
And I think being physically competent, especially outdoors, is just great, and it's particularly great for boys and young men. It's okay to say that, and it's been part of the magic of scouting all along. Is the kind of pride and sense of competence you get from that. I had struggled at school myself for quite a lot of the time, but quite often I just got a scout badge, and so I had that, or we've just been on a great camp or a great hike. I vividly remember getting the badge where you had to hike out into the middle of nowhere, build a bivouac, spend the night on your own, coming back. I felt pretty good about myself.
Right. Well, really enjoyed your talk today. Thanks for being here. As I have a daughter and a son. Spot on the talk that you gave. I mean, I think all of us.
And you care equally about them both, right?
Of course.
If I came along and said we're only allowed to care about one, you would probably punch me in the face. You would say something about you wouldn't no violence.
Exactly. Really enjoyed it. It's nice to meet you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody.